trading partners who work together with us by providing trainings on some of our certification, especially the PMP, and over 10,000 PMI members in Africa. Currently, we are looking at getting more members. And one of the things we're actually trying to do is to actually make sure that members are really happy in joining their chapter platform or becoming global members. My colleague will also shed more light on the benefits of becoming student.
Sorry, I think we lost Mr. Meka again. So as Mr. Meka was sharing, so PMI is a global platform with several chapters, and for our executive students that are in Nigeria, they will further explain to us, you'll be joining the Nigerian chapter. If you're not in Nigeria, it's the same organization, so you choose the chapter that is closest to you. So if you're in UK, you have to join a chapter in UK. If you're in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, or any of the cities within Nigeria, you would have to join the Nigerian chapter. And it's such that it's integrated in such a way that your membership also covers your chapter membership. Okay, Mr. Meka is back. Hello, Mr. Meka, we can't hear you. Hello, Mr. Meka, can you unmute your mic? We can't hear you. Okay.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
I've been trying to. Okay, all right. Apologies for that. Also, please, could you help my colleague Jonah? She's been trying to unmute herself, but it appears she doesn't have access to unmute herself too.
Okay, that's okay. Thank you for that.
Thank you. All right, thanks. All right, so once again, I sincerely apologize for this mix-up. I'm sure you understand the challenges we have here with MTN here in Nigeria, but things are getting better. So I was actually trying to state here that in Africa, we have over 10,000 PMI members, and we are actually working to get more members across the region, to be part of what PMI is doing, especially what the global membership platform and the chapter membership platform actually doing, promoting best practices of project management across our nations, across countries in Africa. So it's something we're really open to see how that actually happens, and that's why we're here. And my colleague Joanna will be shedding more light on that. So I'll just go straight to some of the certifications we actually provide. And just to have it in mind that our certification product, basically, it's geared at improving business performance and ensuring customer satisfaction for organizations. It cuts across thought leadership. It cuts across ensuring that organizations are able to attract and also retain talent, and also, like I actually mentioned, improve business performance. So looking at an organization from various cadre of management, from the strategic to project leadership to various business departments, we have certain certifications that actually aligns or actually helps improve performance. For some of them, like you can see here on the screen, the first two, which actually support those in strategic leadership roles, the products we actually have for that, what they call the Bright Line Project Management Institute, otherwise called the Organization Transformation Course, and also the Wicked Problem Solving. We'll talk about that shortly. Then for project leadership, we also have the PMP, very popular certification, and the PMI Discipline Agile. It's a new certification course that brings together various agile frameworks to look at how we can actually improve business agility unlike other certifications we talk about in Agile, basically it helps or improve performance or agility for teams alone, individual teams, either a Scrum team or a Kanban team, so on and so forth. But what we did at looking at discipline Agile is to see generally on an enterprise-wide perspective, how would this framework actually help improve the organization's business agility? We want to ensure that organizations derive satisfaction from various Agile frameworks. So this is also considered under discipline Agile. Then for business development, or for business units, and departments, we have certification course, which we call the PMI Citizen Developer. The whole idea of Citizen Developer basically is to enable non-IT professionals to acquire skills in building business applications, right? They don't need to be IT professionals. All they need to do is to enroll for this.
Okay. Joan, we can't hear Emeka, so.
For sake of time, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Can anyone confirm if they can hear me, please?
Okay, yes.
Okay, you can hear me. I'm not sure what the time schedule is for the students, so maybe perhaps I can go ahead and share what I was going to discuss.
Okay,
and then if Emeka is able to join, then we can give him the opportunity to continue from there.
Perfect.
Okay, just give me a moment or two.
Let me know, Joan, if you're able to share your screen.
Yes, so it seems like I'm having challenges trying to share my screen.
Okay, why is sorting that out? I think Emeka is back.
Okay.
Hello, Emeka. Seems okay.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
So sorry about this. Really sorry about this. Okay. All right. So so I was actually talking about the citizen developer course before I got cut off. I go straight to the kickoff. We have a product that actually supports various teams in various departments, especially those who have low experience in managing projects or leadership roles. And that includes the kickoff. It's a free course, 45 minutes course, Introduction on Project Management Fundamentals. It's a link that we can actually share with anyone. And at the end of it, you have a micro badge. And the next level is to have the CAPM certifications. Like the PMP basically are for professionals who have experience over 3 years in managing projects, across organizations or within an organization. But for CAPM, those who don't have any skills, who have no understanding of project management, we actually advise them, or the CAPM course basically is built for people within that category. So to shed more light on some of these courses, I go over to the next slide. We actually mentioned that the PMP, which is the most popular certification, it's a certification that most organizations actually look forward to ensuring that most of their employees have this certification. It's well known. However, PMP certification was built for those who have over 3 years experience in managing projects, right? So if you're an organization, you might not necessarily be called a project manager. However, you have managed projects. And remember, when we talk about projects, a lot of people feel it must have something to do within the category of construction industry or doing something on the IT space or telecom, but that's not true. Whatsoever activity that is temporal, that creates a unique product or service, and there's a specific beginning and end time, is actually a project. So you'll find out with this definition, everyone has actually managed a project or be part of a project, a particular kind of project, either as a team member, either as a sponsor, or maybe a project manager or coordinator. So for those who have over 3 years experience in participating or engaging in a project, the PMP certification was actually built for them. As actually mentioned, the discipline Agile goes the extra mile, combining the various frameworks from SAFe to Scrum certification, and also Kanban, put together some of these Agile frameworks to see how we could impart on an enterprise-wide mindset the impact, or have a high impact on business agility. Then we also have a particular course which we call the OTF. This is actually built by Brightline, and the whole idea is to support organization transformation. We all understand that the world, the countries across, companies across the globe now are really undergoing digital transformation. And one good way to actually have a clear understanding or use particular knowledge and skills that would actually be helpful in partaking or being part of those that implement this organizational transformation or digital transformation is actually going through the organization transformation series. They are they're divided into 2. There's one we call the Organization Transformation Foundation and the Organization Transformation Implementation. But this is specifically for those who go into or fall into the category of specialization or high strategic managers, or occupy strong or high leadership roles in various organizations. Now, we also have the CAPM. The CAPM basically covers knowledge, understanding of fundamentals of project management, but of course, going beyond the project management kickoff, which actually shared. And the whole idea is to ensure those who don't have understanding of project management, or who have less experience, less than 3 years in managing or being part of a project, either as a team member or a sponsor, this course was actually built or created for them. Now we find people basically within the entrepreneurship space, and students actually going for these CAPM certifications. These certifications suit this kind of people. Now we also have the wicked problem solving. It's a specialized course that actually deals with providing collaborative interactive solutions to solving complex or complicated problems in organizations. That's why we use the term wicked. Wicked for us basically means complicated and complex. So this course basically deals with having the right tool that you can, a project manager or whoever, not just a project manager, but whatever category of management you find yourself, you can actually use the tools and the skills and knowledge acquired or obtained from this certification to solve complicated or complex issues, of course, using a collaborative platform. Then I actually mentioned the citizen developer. The whole idea is using a low-code platform to build business apps and to support IT departments. Today, we know that there's a lot of IT activities going on in industries and organizations. So one way we've actually tried to support the IT department or IT experts is to empower those who have non-IT skills to be able to manage business apps without every time coming back and forth, disturbing or taking away, bringing distraction to IT experts in various organizations. So the whole idea is to empower non-IT professionals to have the right skills and knowledge to actually build business apps for organizations. That is what we center on for the citizen developer. Now, I would just streamline on the PMP and CAPM concerning the prices, as per the prices, and I will allow my colleague Jonah to take it up from there. For the CAPM, currently, what we are offering to our Rome Business School, we know there might be interest for CAPM, but I know majorly most of us here are actually high professionals who have long-term experience in managing projects, so I'm definitely sure most of us will be going for the PMP. But for the CAPM initially, for those who are members, the price was $300, but we have a reduction for Rome Business School, and the price comes down to as low as $158. Then for non-members, those who choose not to be members, the previous price goes down to $210 for non-members. Then for PMP, the old price for PMP was actually $405, but based on the price reduction going on, and also package for Rome Business School, the membership price comes down to $284. Then for non-members, it comes down from $555 to $389. So over time, I would be explaining the requirements, the application procedures, on how to either earn a certification in CAPM or earn a certification in PMP. So I will just allow my colleague to run through the benefits of student membership, then I could throw more light if there's any question, based on the presentation. Or else, if there's any question you need me to deal with now, I can actually answer those questions maybe 5 minutes before Jonah takes off the stage in discussing about the student membership. Any question?
Yes, so please, if you have a question, just drop it on the chat. PMP means Project Management Professional. Yes. So if you have any question, just drop it on the chat and Mr. Emeka will take care of it. Thank you so much, Mr. Emeka. Project Management Professional. Jonah, you can actually unmute your mic. Ngozi, I think you meant PMP and PMI. So PMI is the institute that issues the certification, and PMP is the certification they actually issue. So PMI is Project Management Institute, that is the professional body, the body itself, while PMP is the certificate, one of the certifications they issue.
Okay, so shall I continue?
Yes, Joanne, we'll take, so Mr. Emeka, so just take note of some of the questions. I think some of them you can actually answer them in bulk. So while we take Joanne, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you all and good afternoon to you all. My name is Joanna Baidu. I'm the Partner Success Specialist at PMI, focused specifically on Africa. I also carry the title as a regional youth leader for Africa, and essentially in that role as a regional youth leader, it's supporting up-and-coming young talent to be able to go out into the world to make their dreams a reality by partnering with academic institutions, youth-serving nonprofits to make sure or ensure that we are building the capacity of the said youth audience. Aligned to what we as PMI are trying to effectively do in terms of building up your skills and your capabilities. So I'm going to spend the next few minutes walking you through PMI's member benefits and additional free tools and resources that you can that will help you in accelerating your career. So as you think about taking that next step in your career, I really encourage you to explore PMI's membership offerings because our community is committed to empowering the next generation of leaders like yourselves to be able to continue spearheading change and making an impact within the profession and just in the world generally. And as a PMI member, you have powerful resources at your fingertips, including several free resources and tools that are available to you at every stage of your career. And essentially what that means is when you become a member, you really get access to exclusive resources like free and discounted courses and certifications. You get access to our global network of volunteers and professionals. Again, you also get access to opportunities on PMI's global industry job board, thought leadership and industry resources, and opportunities to network with the vast network of volunteers and individuals that we have in our fold. So as students, I really especially encourage you to consider our student membership option, which comes out to be less than $3 a month and includes all of the same resources our professional members get, and maybe even more. Emeka, if you could kindly move to the next slide. So the next few slides are really just centered on giving you an overview of the benefits that you stand to obtain or gain when you become a student member. So looking at our membership, one of the benefits, again, that you get is receiving access to discounts, which others don't receive. So it's exclusive discounts. And you may notice that if you have a chance to look at the PMI website, you will notice that a lot of our products have two different price points, which is a price point for our members and a price point for non-members. And as a PMI member, you have the opportunity of saving money on globally recognized certifications and more. You get discounts of up to 20% off books, as well as saving money on some of our e-learning courses, our certification exams, and renewal of your membership. As a student member, you receive discounts specifically on some of our key certifications, regardless of your career journey or your career stage. And the certification in which you would specifically get discount on would be the Certified Associate in Project Management, which is the CAPM, which is considered the junior brother or sister to the PMP. And this, by obtaining a CAPM, it's an asset that will really enable you to distinguish yourselves out in the job market and enhance your credibility and effectiveness in being able to display how you work effectively as a project leader and as a project team. Can you kindly move to the next slide, Emeka, please? I'm not sure where you are, Emeka, but the slide around, no, I think you need to go back, sorry. It's the slides around our digital version of the PMBOK guide. I believe that's the heading. Yes, thank you. So members really receive access to compelling content that can sharpen your skills and keep you informed so you stay up to date with the latest trends and best practices in the industry. And with access to the project management body, the Project Management Book of Knowledge Guide, which is the foundation of the PMP, you can start your career really by gaining access to a downloadable version of the PMBOK guide, along with other global standards which outline the fundamentals you need to know to become a successful project manager. You also get access to unlimited resources like our newly enrolled PMI Standards Plus. Now, PMI Standards Plus, it's more than just books. You get access to a large body of knowledge. It's basically a digital solution for that a number of our offerings, which enables you or has access to a number of videos that teach you how to do certain activities or tasks. It provides you with access to templates, articles, graphics, and basically showing you standard applications in real world projects. As I said, you can digitally download other standards and guides at no additional cost, and discounts on print versions too. You get to customize your whole Standard Plus experience by enhancing your knowledge and with the guides and standards that we offer you through a search, browse, and save and download content option, again, as a benefit as a member. Next slide, please. Okay. So PMI gives you access, again, as a member, PMI gives you access to a number of publications. And through our Business Reading Center, this is an exclusive benefit that you gain as a member, where you get access to over 1,700 global publications all in one place. And some of these publications include Entrepreneur, Forbes, Harvard Business Review, Middle East Journal of Business, New African, and many more. You also get access to other tools like the Project Management Journal, which is our own peer-reviewed academic publication, which is focused or centered on management techniques, research, theories, and applications. Next slide, please, Emeka. Now, PMI Picks is one of the most recent digital products that has been launched as a membership benefit. PMI Picks was basically crafted knowing that, I guess, your days are busy and you have a lot to juggle with assignment deadlines, if you're working, also just managing your time just generally. And you probably need to find an easy way or a solution then to basically consume content. So essentially, PMI Picks is content in bite-sized learning, which is about 2 to 15 minutes worth of learning, videos, which is available in audio, text, or format, giving you the ability to basically learn on the go through these bite-sized learnings. Next slide, Emeka. Again, as a student member, you get access to a number of our events. And our events essentially are tailored in a way to give you the right skills you need to complete amazing projects. It also gives you access to 2 free premium virtual events every year. We have a number of events that happen at a global level and regional, and provide you the opportunity to really build yourselves professionally, expand your network, learn a lot through information sharing, and get to know or understand the tricks of the trade and the latest trends through the talks and conversations that will be had by project practitioners from the region and around the world. Again, you also get exclusive access to virtual and in-person events and on-demand webinars, I guess, to help you keep on top of trends, as I've already mentioned, learn the latest best practices, and again, meet professionals around the globe. There's a number of events that are held also on a quarterly basis, which we have specific tracks which are designed specifically with the mindset of providing content that is of relevant to individuals like yourselves, to enable you, to empower you as you continue through your learning journey. So with that in mind, we also have another offering or event, which is known as PMI Training. And so whether you're looking to build your leadership expertise, or you want to gain valuable skills to drive project success, or learn the basics of Agile, you can immerse yourself through some of our dynamic instructor-led online seminars, which was formerly known as Seminars World. Now, this is a highly interactive small group experience without leaving the comfort of your home, I guess. So again, there's something for everyone, and you have the option of choosing from more than 100 seminars across a variety of subject areas that range in length from about 1 hour to 1 to 4 days. Again, that's just to give you some of the examples of some of the events that you get access to. And more specifically, when I think about our region, Africa, we host an annual event known as our PMI Africa Conference, where you get the opportunity again to network with like-minded individuals, get the opportunity to meet professionals in the field, and where possible, you may even stand the opportunity to gain mentors. But there's a lot more to come for this year's conference specifically, as we're looking to host specific activities and content that is of value and worth to individuals like yourself. And you may stand the opportunity or the possibility of even being able to travel to Kenya, where we'll be hosting the conference this year. Emeka, could you move to the next slide, please? Now, as a student member, you get exclusive access to our job board. And this is where you can find jobs and resources, again, which are relevant to your career interest. But as a member, you further get an exclusive right by getting access to a number of job offerings that will, through a variety of employers, whether it's internships, mentoring, shadowing, the likes. But this is, again, something that is only being offered exclusively to our student-based members. Emeka, next slide, please. Now, as I heard your professor mention, some of you may already be familiar, but as Emeka mentioned, we function locally in countries through entities known as chapters. And the local chapters are the heart of our membership experience. And so for an additional fee, you can join a chapter and connect with others locally for networking events, professional development in your community. And we have over 300 chapters worldwide. So there is sure to be, I guess, a chapter near you, which is, of course, the Nigeria chapter, who are actively doing things in the space of youth and academics. We're intentional about some of the activities that we're doing because we understand the value in empowering you to be the leaders that you're designed or destined to be. So I would encourage you to basically join the local chapter too, if you can. And how you'll be able to find your local chapter is if you go onto our website, based on your IP address, you'll get a recommendation for your local chapter, which is, again, Nigeria. And then you'll get to find out a lot more of what they're doing specifically with the chapter, knowing that the chapter also has a specific student clubs that they've organized and designed to be able to do some of these things that we're doing, or even allow you to take the lead in some of these outreach activities and programs that we're doing across Nigeria. Next slide, please, Emeka. Lastly, I believe Emeka already made mention of this, but as a last point of discussion, Emeka, former slide, please. As a gateway to supporting you in your career development, again, you've heard Emeka talking about Kickoff, but really Kickoff is a free project management course that makes learning the basics of project management easy. And with Kickoff, it's a course that you can learn the basics of project management in under 1 hour, and enables you to tailor your playbook, whether it's agile or waterfall, to learn how to manage projects that you work on a daily basis, even if your title is not a project manager. So I would really also encourage you as a first step to also take the advantage of downloading or exploring or uptaking Kickoff, to basically get the foundational knowledge which you need. Again, it's a free tool. It's learning that you can complete in less than an hour. So I'd really, really urge you as a starting point to really adopt Kickoff as a starting point. That being said, I'll move to the next slide, which basically will talk about the process to some extent of purchasing student membership. So as I said, or as how I started by explaining, we're really excited about helping rising leaders like yourselves to deliver positive impacts in your country, in the region, and the world at large by providing you with the right tools, skills, and the community around you. And through student membership, we can help magnify your abilities and connect your ambitions with a global network and offers of opportunities to really build your confidence to be able to take the next steps, to take action. And so through our offering of student membership, what we've done specifically for academic institutions is we provide the offer of group student membership. And it really makes it easy for staff members to really enroll the students. All you need is a minimum of 5 students to be able to become PMI members. So whether it's for a degree granting course or an institutionally recognized student group, students as yourselves really do receive the benefits of PMI's memberships that I've just walked you through, and just basically enable you to get started in a career in project management. And if you are already started, just to be able to enhance what you're already doing. So when an organization or an academic institution purchases a group of student memberships, again, minimum of 5, we offer a bulk student bundle, which allows you as staff complimentary membership. And at the same time, it provides a discount of student membership generally. Typically, student membership is offered for $32, but if you adopt group student membership, you stand to secure a special discount, which will enable you to receive all the benefits I just described for just $12. So if this is something that we're interested in taking up as an offering for the students in this school, kindly reach out to myself and Emeka, and we can walk you through the next steps. Otherwise, if you choose to pursue membership as an individual, you will not receive the discount price of $12. It would be $32 as an individual. So I'd really encourage you as students, it doesn't matter which course you're on or what discipline you're studying. If you are interested in becoming a student member, then please do speak to your faculty, staff, and let them know. And then we will be able to work with them collaboratively to be able to ensure you become a student member. That being said, that brings us to the end of my presentation. Thank you again for your time and your attention. And I guess we'll open up to questions. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Joanne, and thank you, Emeka. Thank you for your presentations. So for our executive students that have been asking, so basically you can be a member without taking the PMP certification. So you can actually just register to be a member of Project Management Institute. Currently, we have that opportunity that you can register, just like John mentioned, under Rome Business School at $12, okay, at $12. Now, some of you have been asking, how do you do that? After this call, before the end close of business tomorrow, we are sharing with you a Google form. So we'll send a Google form to your emails where you would indicate those that are interested in becoming a member of PMI. You will indicate via that Google form. We need certain details from you. That form is also a kind of an indication of interest form. So we'll collate that. Please, we ensure that you fill the form immediately as we send it out to you. So the Google form would capture those of us that are interested in the PMI membership under the Rome Business School. So like Emeka put on the chat, if you're coming under the Rome Business School, it is $12. If you're going as an individual, it's around $90. Yes, if I'm not, yeah, $90. So it pays you. That's one of the advantages that you have as a registered Rome Business School student or alumni to access this opportunity. And also, we would also be sharing details for those of us that are interested in the PMP certification. So there are those that are interested in the PMP certification. Now, this is not the membership. Again, we're talking about the PMP, the Project Management Professional Certification, which will require an examination. So the PMI membership does not require any examination from you. You just register and you become a PMI member. But if you're going for the PMP certification, you would need to write an exam. So the email that we send will also stipulate details as related, just like Mr. Meka mentioned. If you're already registered as a PMI member, you would have a lesser payment in terms of your PMP certification exam. Okay, so that's just to bring clarity. I know Mr. Meka had answered some of the questions via chat. It might be difficult for us to open up to do voice questions, but if you have any question, you can put it on the chat, and those ones that have not been addressed by Mr. Meka, I think Mr. Meka, you can speak to some of the questions as well that you've tried to answer. Joanne as well, you can also speak to some of those questions. So we could do that, and then also as we expect some of, yeah, Sanusi, like I said, you can put your question on the chat so that we could be able to take all the questions that we'll have and then address them from the chat. So Emeka, I don't know, you can also respond to some of the questions that and give clarity to some of the answers you're giving on the chat. Thank you.
All right, thanks Sam for the opportunity again. So just to answer some of the questions, I remember somebody asked if we're going to be sharing the slide, and we'll make provisions for the slide through your admin, Mr. Sam, and that would get to you. Secondly, on the membership, my colleague John actually gave more light on the benefits of becoming a member. Now, originally, based on the fact that everyone here, I believe we're not undergraduates, we're all postgraduates. If you had gone outside the Rome Business School platform, you would have got this price for membership as almost at $99. Yeah. But under the platform we are operating now with Rome Business School, we have that down to as low as $12. So the steps for this, one thing that is going to happen after this call, I believe by tomorrow latest, you should have an email sent across to you sharing the information on the form and what is expected of you to do. In the form, there's a particular section that requires that you have a PMI ID, right? Now, I'm also going to include on that email, which I will share with Sam, what the steps to create PMI ID. To generate a PMI ID for anybody is free. It actually entails you just creating your profile, putting your name, a brief overview of your work experience, then details about your school or one or two information about your school, then your password and your username. The moment you do that, it's free. But so on PMI.org website, the moment you do that, you would have a PMI ID generated. With that PMI ID, you can impute it on the form that will be sent to you, stating your name and your PMI ID, then your work address and so forth, and also your name as you want it whenever you're going to be writing or going ahead with your certification. Also, the membership we talked about covers two areas. The global membership is what we're talking about for the $12, right? Now, there's also another membership which we call the chapter membership. For the global membership, you have access to resources from PMI, right? From a global perspective. However, for the membership, for those of us interested in connecting with PMs within their community or within their team, you join the chapter. Currently, the chapter has agreed to offer every Rome Business School student chapter membership for free. However, you must have gone through the global membership first. After you register for membership, then information will be shared on
Yeah, I think we lost the Meka. So what Meka was trying to say is that not only will you be registered as a member, you would also become a free member of the Nigerian chapter. Not this one doesn't apply. I don't think it applies to those outside of Nigeria. maybe Emeka would correct me if I'm wrong, but it's just exclusive to those that will be coming under the Nigerian chapter. So not necessarily all the chapter membership. So it's just for those that will be coming under the Nigerian chapter. So if you're in Nigeria or you would want to join the Nigerian chapter, so upon completion of your PMI membership, you would have the, okay, Mecca is back. So as we wrap up here.
Okay. So I actually said that the chapter members, the chapter platform, we put up a particular discount, 100% discount for those of us that will be interested in becoming chapter members. So how, what most importantly, you need to become a board member before you take advantage of that 100% discount. So as soon as the email will be sent to you, the form will be shared, register. Global membership will be processed after you make payment for your global membership fee. Then we now enroll you for the chapter membership too. We'll talk about the steps in actually doing that after you've completed the global membership registration. And for those who wish to go beyond just becoming members, you also need to take advantage of this while you're in the four walls of Rome Business School to start getting certification discounts, you know, especially the PMP. I know PMP is more popular than any certification in Nigeria. And it's something that really, really encourage every one of us to take advantage of this opportunity while you're within the walls of Rome Business School. Some of the admin will be sharing more details as to what the training fee is. There's a particular discount amount Rome Business School is working to get you the training on a discounted rate for and for the exams of have shared with us the range for the certificate. Initially, these PMP exams go as high as $505. And last year, because of the challenge we're experiencing with dollars, a lot of complaints came, you know, to PMI. There should be consideration here in Africa. And I'm happy to say that we are the PMI Africa team under the leadership of our current managing director. We were able a very good discount rate as 30%. So it's something that Rome Business School students should actually take advantage of while they're within the four walls of the university. So the procedure for registering for PMP, applying for PMP, I can also shed more light on that, maybe on another call, but I think we should just first of all focus on completing the registration for membership. For anyone still interested in PMP certification, we could still, you know, connect and see how we could discuss about that. Joanna, I don't know if you had a final word and we can wrap this up now.
Thank you, Emeka. I see you still have a number of questions. For sake of time, what I would kindly suggest is if you could share your questions with your faculty or your lecturers, and then we'll aim to respond to each of your questions just so you have the clarity and you're rest assured that we answer all your questions. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Joanne. Thank you, Emeka. So also just to add to what Emeka said, so for those of us who are interested, especially most of our students for the Master in Project Management and anyone who is interested in the PMP certification. So within the Rome Business School, just like Mr. Emeka mentioned, you would have access to a further discount also as he showed on the presentation. The presentation slide will also be shared with you, so you will see the amounts as stipulated for those who are members and those who are non-members. And also in terms of, he also mentioned something as relates to PMI doesn't organize classes for the students to write the certificate exam. However, they have training organizations that do that. So we're also on that in terms of, yes, the discount applies to alumni as well, alumni students. Yes, it applies to our alumni and students as well. So for our alumni and our students, you can take advantage of the discounts that we have with PM.
All right, thank you. So as relates to, as usual, the way we coordinate with other professional bodies, we ensure that we give you the very best of support in terms of getting your PMP certification and your membership. So you will get the form, for the Google form immediately. So at this point, I would like to invite Dr. Humphrey. Dr. Humphrey is on the call, who is our country director, who will be giving us a closing remark. Dr. Humphrey is on the call.
Thank you, Meka. Thank you, Joanne, for joining us on this call and for giving us the details that we need as relates to the PMP and the PMP certification and as relates to PMI membership. We are indeed delighted and we look forward to having more of these sessions as relates to, as we move further in the relationship, and also to have this support system for our students. So dear executive students, rest assured that I look forward to almost everybody on this call, for everybody on this call to become a member. You don't need to write an exam to be a member. So once we share that form with you, just indicate membership you've had from Emeka and Joanne is $12. So indicate, some of us were asking about the dollar card and all that. Of course, if you're going to do such transactions, I know it will have to do with the dollar account because of the current challenges with Naira accounts. So you should just have that as the back of your mind. So thank you so much. Thank you everyone for joining us. Let's just give a shout out to Emeka and Joanne on the chat board for joining us this afternoon and giving us insights as relates to membership with PMI, and also as relates to PMP certifications and other certifications that we didn't really know that PMI offers. So thank you, Emeka. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us, and do enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you. Thank you all.
Sir, thank you. Thank you, sir. See you in.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you all.
Can you please drop your line?
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye. We'll join soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
For start. There's also